podium's not big enough to put my speech down. Wow, I'm just gonna soak this in for a minute, you guys. Thank you. Before I give my remarks, I want to take just a minute. There's so much has been happening today between the races, between the other news, and something very tragic happened to our city overnight. We lost a firefighter, Jermaine Pelt, and I want to extend my condolences to his family and his family at the Chicago Fire Department as well. I also want to extend my condolences to Congressman Chuy Garcia, who lost his daughter. It's been a really tough day, and what a roller coaster it's been. I didn't want to not acknowledge that, because this is the real world that we live in, right? We have highs, we have lows, we have peaks, we have pits. But tonight, now, is for celebration. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm so proud to stand before you tonight as the first Chinese American elected to the City Council of Chicago. For those of you who live in the 11th Ward, and I know a lot of you are here, we've just participated in the first democratic process in the first Asian American majority ward. Let this moment, this memory, be one that you keep with you, because I will. If you ever doubt that a new path can be carved, don't. It took all of us in this room and countless others who are not here, the supporters who have been deterred by the weather tonight. It's okay, I don't blame you, but you're missing out on some really good food. There are also those who are not here because they're watching over sleeping children, or they're helping an elderly parent out of a chair. Those who are staying late at their office, working an extra shift, doing all that it takes to make sure that their loved ones don't want for anything. They're the people we do this work for. Those people that work and give their everything for their families, for their communities. We do our work on campaigns. And boy, did we learn that. I did. I've never worked on a campaign before. Like, pick up that extra volunteer shift. Push a little harder, stay up a little later, so that hopefully our neighbors will not want for anything. That's what community is for. That's what the government should be for. And that's the city government that I want. One that protects the vulnerable, that creates opportunity, respects and honors the diverse communities that make us great. Some of our families have been here for 5, 6 generations, maybe more. Nearly 200 years ago, work began on the Illinois and Michigan Canal. Almost 150 years ago, the Union Stockyards opened, and the first Chinese began to arrive in Chicago, landing on Clark Street around Van Buren. There's still a plaque there. And about 115 years ago, the first Chinese moved to a new area near Cermak Road and Wentworth Avenue, what we know today as Chinatown, my home neighborhood. So many left their home countries and gave everything. For us, they did it for themselves. They did it so they could buy bread, so that they could have hot water, so they could build houses to live in, like I am right now, raising a 4th generation of my family in the same building that my grandparents bought. There are those that came before us that aren't here with us tonight, but I do believe that they see us in moments like this, when we reward their bravery, their struggles, their foresight with our own bravery, because it's for them too, to honor their memory. Our ancestors are the other supporters who can't be here tonight, but boy, do we not see their fingerprints all over this around us. We hear their voices in everything. They are why many of us are here. I, for one, feel the spirit of the grandfather that I never met, but who volunteered to join the U.S. Navy and fought in World War II so that his family could be naturalized. He sacrificed for a better future. Our families have traded their dreams for our children's dreams and their children's dreams. Those memories are why we dig deep. It's why we work late, why we fight, why we defend the good. I'm living in the same house, like I said, that my grandparents bought, and raising my family right now, living with a multi-general family means everything to me. And I do it for them. I do it for all of the young people who I meet, who are so excited to see somebody like me and say to me, "Oh my God, are you Nicole Lee? I learned about you in school." I mean, wrap your head around that for a minute, because I can't. That is not something that I ever imagined would happen in my lifetime, let alone that I would be the subject of that. Look, these memories are why I went back to the same line. You know, when I look around this room, I'm clearly not alone. I haven't been alone in this journey at all, this entire time. And I know we've got ancestors that are with us still, and they might ask, and what would they say if they could talk to us today? Would they take the microphone? And I know some of us do talk to our ancestors. I got family members, you know you do too. But what would they say to us on this night? Would they say that we're doing enough? Would they say, "I did hair. I washed so many pounds of laundry by hand. I faced violence in these very streets. I baked bread. I made dumplings. Washed the dust off the stockyards from the faces of rosy-cheeked children. And had my school lessons interrupted by the Stearns Quarry with clocks falling from the wall." Do any of you remember that? Do we have people in the room that remember? Do you honor us with your actions? I think that tonight, because of all of you, we would get their praise and probably give them a bit of a surprise. You know, a Chinese woman on the City Council of Chicago, representing the 11th Ward. I think they'd say good work. Little surprise, but good work. But let me be the first to say that even though we have a victory tonight, the work is not done. It's just starting. Until the humblest voice is heard, the same as the loudest, we've not done enough. I think we all know that. It is a heavy burden, but luckily it's not our job to finish the work. Our job is just to continue it, and I'm happy to play my part in continuing that work. We did just that tonight, and we moved history forward, everybody. Here's where I get to the thank yous. And I know I'm gonna miss people, and if I miss you, I'm so sorry. I don't even know what day of the week it is right now, but please know that I'm ever grateful for everybody. Excuse me. I want to thank my campaign team, led by Vince Arrigo. Where are you, Vince? Big round of applause for Vince Arrigo. Carlos Diaz. Christy Katz. Joanna Klonsky. And great friends like John R. Daly. And many others. I want to thank you, Joe McMullen. Where's Joey? Joey Lutz. John McDonough. Larry Mooney. Tommy Bruno. Smitty. He has a first name, it's Tony, but he's Smitty to me. Bobby Canatello. Both Bobbies. Randy Jew and Chris Wong. Oh my God, thank you. No campaign has ever been so lucky as mine to have partners like Randy Jew and Chris Wong from Athena Design Group. Dominic Lai, where are you?
Dominic.
Gavin, Keeley, and the entire Chu family. Thank you for pounding the pavement through snow, through sleet, through rain, and God knows what else to get out the vote for us. Thank you to the leaders of the Asian American community who have supported my candidacy from the start and who have contributed in so many ways to my success. Ernie Wong, Eileen Chin, one of my oldest friends. Josina Marita, are you in the house? I didn't see her, but Josina Marita. David Namkong, you're here. David, thank you. Feng Zhao and Pin Ni, Sam Ma, Jimmy Lee, Frank Chen, Anita Lau, and so many others that I know I'm forgetting. Again, please forgive me. I really think that it's still Tuesday, right? Thank you to my family and friends and every volunteer. I'm ever grateful for your dedication and commitment. I promise I'm almost done, but there's so many people to thank. Like I said, this was not done alone. Thank you to all the organizations and leaders who endorsed our campaign, including AFSCME Council 31, the Asian American Caucus PAC, the Chicago Federation of Labor. I see Don Villar right there. Andrea Kluger, Indy, thank you, CFL. Thank you to Labor overall for entrusting me with your endorsement. Citizens Action United, Citizen Action Illinois, the Illinois Nurses Association, IATSE Local 2, who was the first union to endorse me. Thank you, IATSE. We've got some stagehands in the house. IBEW Local 134, the International Operating Engineers Local 150 and Local 399, the Iron Workers, the Laborers, the Carpenters, SEIU, Teamsters, the Sierra Club, Personal PAC, Chicagoland Chamber, and so many more. Thank you also to former Mayor Richard M. Daley. Thank you, Chairman John P. Daley, who I could not be more proud to call my colleague, and more importantly, to be my friend. Thank you to Governor Pritzker, Senators Durbin and Duckworth, Congressman Danny Davis and Roger Krishnamurthy, State Representative Teresa Ma, who's also here with us tonight. Thank you. Thank you to State Senator Ron Billy Vollum, and Cook County Commissioner Josina Marita, and former Secretary of State Jesse White, Secretary of State Alexi Janulius, and to my friend and former opponent, Vita Jimenez, for your support and endorsement. And just as Commissioner Daley did, I want to thank Mayor Lori Lightfoot for selecting me out of 27 applicants to ensure that this seat was filled by the first ever Chinese American woman on the City Council. To my mom and dad, who modeled for me the value of serving our community. To my boys, Kanoa and Anton, thank you for your patience. I promise I'm going to make it up to you. To my brother Darren and my cousin Spencer, who have been among my most trusted advisors in this entire process and supporting. I love you all. Thank you for supporting me. And my sincerest thanks to all of the volunteers that poured their time and energy and love into this political campaign. You donated money, you voted, you went and dragged people out of their houses to go vote. You stopped people on the street because you knew how important it was. The business owners who made sure that their employees had the time off and a ride to get to the polling place, because that's how important this race was. I'm the first, but I know I will not be the last. I want to thank the ward staff because they're the real stars of the ward. They deliver the services every day to all of our residents. We can give them a hand. I'm going to call them out by name. Lisa Chu, where are you? Please give Lisa a round of applause. Lisa, Aaron Abero, Dino Valenti, our ward soup, best ward soup. Emily McManus, right here. Volunteers that are here as well. Donna DeGrazia, I cannot thank you enough. BK, Bridget Kazicki. I have a 12-pack of Bud Light Limes just waiting for you, honey. Phoebe, Kathleen, and Kelly Malloy. Where's Kelly? And where's Wally? Is Wally here? Wally, our beloved Wally. For those of you who don't know, Wally is 94 years old, and he does all of our senior services at the 11th Ward, the heart of the 11th Ward. And of course, thank you to New Farama Restaurant and Eddie and the rest of the team here for feeding us and hosting us tonight. And to so many other small business owners in the 11th Ward, especially in Chinatown, who have had my back and opened their doors to me and my team every day of this campaign. Thank you again for this incredible honor. I am deeply grateful for the opportunity to serve as your alderwoman and to take this place in history as the first woman alderperson from the 11th Ward and the first Chinese American on the Chicago City Council. Please enjoy the party, eat, get some rest, and then let's get up tomorrow and keep on fighting. Thank you, everybody.